Sherwood, you're live.
All right. Welcome to Narcissistic Player Heroes.
Nope.
What?
Oh, I did so bad
Characters.
last week, and now it's your turn.
Welcome to Narcissistic Player Characters. Brought to you by 8-Bit Heroes. Thank you, Billy. I'm Curtis.
And I'm Billy.
This is Billy. Thank you. Where we endeavor to create a D&D adventure that is player-proof. We pitch it, we build it, we test it, and hell, we'll maybe even sell it. All right.
We sell it, unlike someone just did the open.
Listen, they can't all be great.
Fair enough.
If we make it to episode 200, we can replay this one and laugh.
Fair enough. If we lived to 200.
It only took us, well, we won't talk about when we recorded the first episode.
Yesterday night.
Last episode, we did pitch all of our stories.
Yes, we pitched them, both of us. We each had 3, right?
Yes.
All right.
Need to narrow it down, because we got to build this adventure.
And our plan is we narrow down tonight, and then over the course of the season, we build one adventure, right?
Yes.
All right.
Not saying we won't go back and pick these up the next time, but yeah, we got to get to one to build the adventure.
Oh, I've got no more ideas, so we'll definitely have to come back and pick
So
things
this
up.
show will last 6 adventures.
It's already been too much work.
We'll retool it.
All right. All right, Curtis. All right, let's narrow this shit down. Let's do this.
All right.
do
So
this.
I'll go through my 3 that I pitched you last time.
Okay.
And
This is not a repitch. This is some title and a sentence.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right. First one I pitched was Cursed Sires. This is the bloodline of shapeshifters that you have to choose to either help or finish hunting down.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Lake of Bone, which is you find a tavern that underneath has this lake with a treasure in the center that no one's ever been able to bring back.
Gotcha.
And then you have Seeing Red. This is where you find a town that every night the townspeople are cursed and have this insatiable bloodlust, but then wake up unharmed.
Perfect. And if anyone wants to go back and listen to this, you can go back to the first podcast and listen to a lengthy, drawn-out version of all these things.
God
But
bless you.
this may have been the better version.
We have details for pages here. Good
Right. All right. I pitched 3 less serious and possibly less good ideas. The first idea was Economicon, where I help you bankrupt your players and leave them with nothing. The second one was Soothslayer, where I help you just outright murder one of your players that you don't like for either personal reasons or game-related reasons. And then my third one was one I can't remember, but Curtis is going to help me here.
No help.
No. Economicon, Soothslayer, and then it was a real good idea, Curtis, what was it? What was it?
I don't know. I was trying to listen to the old one too, but I only made it too
You
much.
said you listened to the old one.
I was listening, not listened.
All right, give me a second. I got this.
Shit.
Bankrupt, and then murder, and then how else did I want to destroy your game? I didn't like the game.
You mean destroy the party? Damn.
What?
Did you not write it? Wait, did you come up with a third one out of your ass as we were talking last time?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Is that why you can't find any notes? Because they don't exist?
Maybe. Where would I put such notes? Okay, let me think. I had these before we sat down, and I should have written them down then. But that's all right. Let me check with all our... Oh, we have 2 viewers. I do have to apologize. One of them, Sean. I'm not going to apologize.
All right. Well, why don't we assume you're going to cut the one you can't remember? That seems...
No, you're going to give me a minute. I got this. Oh, our other viewer is Moobot. Moobot loves this kind of banter.
That's your role.
He's our best viewer.
About him. So it's just Sean?
No, it's Moobot. We have a robot that thank God moderates our room, and then the other person in the room is me that it's moderating. Which is it's got its hands full cutting out racial slurs as I type them. Soothslayer. Curtis, what was the other one? Talk me through this. We had the money one, and I murder your party. What was the third one? It wasn't a bad idea, was it?
No, yours were all. It was they were
They're
Dungeon
like
Master Tool adventures.
right here. You know what? You know
Tool
who's gonna tell me?
game.
Slack will tell me. Slack loves my ass. Thank God for editing and that this isn't live to the internet with Moobot judging me.
Yeah.
What is it? What are we calling this? NPC?
When he leaves, we have a problem.
Where'd Moobot go?
Says he signed out, ended his account.
Oh man. Okay, Curtis. There's you. Hey, oh, here's all our codes. You want me to read them out loud so everybody can sign into our shit?
I'm good.
God, we did this a long time ago, Curtis.
Yeah. So with the intro I had for this one, I wrote on 621.
No shit.
I cannot. How was it that long ago that we did the first one?
Because we're bad people.
Yeah, well, we're fucking busy. Yeah. For the 621 show, God, I was so optimistic that we were going to record the next week, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Hand up in here. Adventure. Yeah. So then I broke down what we talk about once we chose an adventure. Fuck. Yeah. Last episode, pitched, favorite, choose. Fuck, man. I don't know.
Curtis, where did I put these notes?
Why don't
I just had them. Okay,
Why-
you. Which one are you gonna get rid of?
I probably would get rid of probably Lake of Bone. And the only reason why is because it all takes place in one tavern and one water underneath. I don't know. I feel like that one's. I don't really like sprawling adventures where we go to lots of different places and there's lots of choices. If you're in one locale, I guess we could flesh out the details, but I feel like it's still end up being a short adventure.
Agreed.
You have to plan for. I mean, especially if you're writing it for someone else to run, and you're like, all right, you're all in one cavern. Your party does one fucked up thing, and you're like, well, there's no notes on what to do if you build a raft from bone and enchant it with. So, I'm going to X that one.
Okay, I remember my third one.
What was it?
And my third one, no problems here. Where it's a village, and there's no problems there, Curtis. But if you cause problems, they'll wish your ass away.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I literally just listened to you pitch that one. It didn't occur to me.
That's how good it was. But that said, I am gonna cut Soothslayer first. Number one, I think you weren't comfortable just killing people and having them have no option to live, which is the crux of that game.
Right, and then the phase 2 of the selection, that was absolutely going to be the one that I chose. You had to cut. So.
Which is fine. Even though it'll be brilliant and it'll sell well when I do it on my own.
I have no doubt.
I'm never going to write any of this on my own. It's all you, Curtis. Okay, so Soothslayer's gone. It's mean, it's shitty, and you can't deal with it. So I'll cut Soothslayer.
Thank you.
Now, I get to cut one of yours.
All right, your choices are Cursed Sires or Seeing Red.
Oh, man. I like Seeing Red. Because it's...
Yeah, it seems like it'd be a pretty fun one to do.
Yeah. But I think really your heart lies in your shapeshifty one.
So you're gonna cut that one?
So I cut the one you like out of spite. I loved it. No, I'm gonna cut Seeing Red, but only because I think we're butting heads on no problems. No problems here. So maybe those two are a little close to each other. And I don't know if you want to cut mine for the same reason, but we were kind of butting up against each other. And I think that they may...
like yin and yang. It's almost like the perfect...
Right. Those may live together in some future way.
All right,
you get to cut one of mine now. And I want you to know, I'm going to take this super fucking personal. I can't handle any sort of rejection, and I need constant reassurance, and this is the opposite of that. So, even though I did it to you with no remorse, I hate you.
Normally how those things kind of go, right? the meanest people can normally take it the least.
Oh, I can't take it at all. No, God.
I see. Oh man, I love the
Economicon.
Economicon because we've talked about how it would solve our problem of the players buying everything.
Right.
But no problems here. It seems like it would be such it's a very lighthearted and fun one.
Oh, it's real lighthearted, yeah. And so think about the other side of that puzzle, because I'm not 100% sure what happens when you're wished to the cornfield, and no problem here.
Well, we can figure that part out.
Okay, well, all right, not worrying about it. I like that game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one. I mean, yours are both role playing heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut. Oh, Jesus, man, this is tough. I also think about when we sell this. You know.
Oh yeah, that's a good
No
point.
problems here might be hard. Well, no, we can put examples of how they could role play it.
It's role play heavy,
Yeah.
and the DM gets a lot of power in that game.
Right. Which is probably how most DMs run. I don't know. We don't have a lot of experience branching out. Have you ever played with anyone other than us?
No, I'm ashamed that I play with us. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Oh yeah, Curtis, I have made 3 games with the sole purpose of destroying anyone's game.
I love playing it. I only wish I had more friends.
I know. I wish you had more friends to play it with, but here we are.
All right.
I'm not good at the game either. I constantly frustrate whoever's in charge.
All right. Let's cut. No problems here then.
Oh wow, I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna go with that one. That was a twist.
I was
That was a
too,
twist.
but I'm worried about describing.
No,
it.
and to be honest, I do like this game. It's a difficult game to play because I really do always feel like I'm like, okay, this is what they want me to do, and then I feel like I'm a constant source of frustration for people.
Well, and we play it wrong too. We do these marathon sessions where
Right.
you the only time I have to pull out the scramble or the audible play, I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I literally go in there and go, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? Let me think about this.
Let's take a break.
If we play D&D, I'm always fucking going to the bathroom because I'm trying to fucking scramble and piece this shit together. So.
Okay. But this one's gonna work out great. This is fucking foolproof.
All right, so that leaves us with Cursed Sires or the Necronomicon.
Economicon.
God, okay, I change it back. Let's cut that one since I can't fucking say it.
I'll translate your curtainese for the crowd at home.
God, Economicon. There we go.
Economicon.
Okay, so those are 2.
All right. So now we each argue for our own. Is that a plan? Or trade roles and argue for the other person.
Twist. Okay.
Twist.
Oh. All right, we can switch it up.
Okay. Do you think this will work?
No.
Okay.
Do it anyways.
So let's be honest. Going into this, you got a clear winner in your head right now. Don't say which one. Just do you have one that you're like, oh yeah, I know which one?
No. I think we could flip a coin and either one's actually going to be pretty good.
Okay, that's what I was going to say too.
Yeah, I would not feel bad if we chose. Actually, any of the last 4, I think with that first cut, we kind of got rid of the.
I think that made sense, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, and that let us cut I mean, I knew which one I had half-assed.
Yeah, looking at how many words per adventure, I kind of cut the weak one too.
All right, so are we going to argue for each other's or what?
Yeah.
All right. Shapeshift. Let me spell this out for you, Curtis. Let me tell you why it's great. The best part of this one is the prize at the end. The ability to yourself shapeshift. I'm correct on this, right?
We did discuss that as one of the hooks.
Okay. I think that's a super cool hook because that takes these normal characters you get in this game and adds a power that is not going to be in everyone's tier. You know what I mean? Like normal, only X, Y, and Z can shapeshift. We're going to give everybody the ability to do that. That's a pretty cool power. So I think that's super cool. The second super cool thing about this is your branching path. That it can either go, you're on this dragon side or you're against them. It doesn't matter which way you pick. You're gonna play a different path, and that gives people that's double the value at home. Everybody, it's gonna cost twice as much, but that's double the value at home whenever you buy it. My biggest worry about this is that it has two paths, Curtis, and you have to write each path. But by far the coolest ending with the powers and super ambitious.
Yeah, it could be ambitious. Yeah.
Okay, now tell me why I'm great, because I told you why you were great, and I feel like I did a super good job.
Did an all right job.
And dragons. It's got dragons, which is in the title of the game.
Yeah.
Not a lot of confusion there. Like, oh, are we going to get some Dungeons or Dragons? You're going to get one of the two. We know that.
50% not bad.
Yep.
All right. So, the best part of your adventure is about the book that I won't say.
The Economicon. the fabled Economicon.
Economicon?
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be a lot of fun. And I think, every adventure you buy in the store, anywhere, it's so serious. And I think a lot of the DM world, I think, might enjoy a more lighthearted adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And, also, when we talk about the real selling point is if your party has insane gear that's just annoying the shit out of you. And I think it was earlier, you probably there's probably some equipment that people are actually attached to. And you don't have to sack that stuff. You could probably, if anyone has like the sword of their fathers, so they didn't buy that, maybe they can hang on to that.
Yeah, I think there's ways around.
Yeah, so you don't worry. So so it's not. It doesn't go too far, I don't think.
Okay.
I think everything would be just kind of off kilter of your anybody who's been doing these dungeon crawls for over and over, and anybody whose party's getting a little tired of fighting the dragon. I think this would be fun to be like, oh yeah, the dragon's nothing, and all right, and now you have all the money in the world to spend. And I think the only thing we would have to worry about is drawing out the endings. Obviously, in the epilogue, you can't be like, oh, okay, everything's gone, and now you're naked, and fuck you.
Right.
So you have to worry about, pissing off the players. But like I said, the DM can really make that call of how much they took.
Right.
So if you just want to have fun and not end on a bad note of everyone's naked, or maybe you have a party that would love that and think it's hilarious to have to start something different next time. So I think the biggest selling point is it just seems like a lot of fun. I don't see there's no TPK built into that one,
Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about the gear people are attached to, though. That is a thing.
Yeah, well, we don't have that in our party, right? So, no.
And I guess the DM. So, here's the other thing. This game only works once. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I guess every D&D game only works once. But like once the cat's out of the bag on this ending.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, I trust Moobot.
Yeah, this is just for the DMs, only to listen.
Right.
Obviously, if any of our group party listened, that would kind of blow it too.
None of our group is listening right now.
Thank God they don't even respect us enough to listen. They don't hear our method,
Yeah. Their name will be on the website, but no, they will never listen to this. I never think they will.
What, you're gonna put their name on there? Fuck them.
Well, the problem is it's 8-bit heroes. I think people expect 8 of us, whether or not there are. Okay, so we've got our two finalists here, strong contenders.
Flip a coin.
Oh, wow. That's you flip a coin. There's no hard feelings there.
Well, okay, well, all right. Let's look at it from a logistics point. Is there one that's just going to be too much of an endeavor?
Well, I think we know the one you're talking about. Yours does worry me in scope, since we've never ever once in our lives written and put one of these books together.
Right.
And we do have to put a book together. You've seen the website.
I have seen the website. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And see, the book doesn't worry me because I kind of do my adventures and a bit of a document form.
Yeah, the writing doesn't, no. But like the amount of illustration, and because you got to fill out those pages. Like you see the mapper on top of. This is the best I can do, Curtis.
Yeah. Now the illustration part that worries me.
And I don't think Mason will be amused when we make him write or draw an entire book
For free. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Moobot's gonna subscribe. There may be some money in here. He might buy a couple.
I've linked your credit card to his account, so
that will not allow Moobot to buy anything.
Damn.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll call him.
Then I think the clear winner is
Not a clear winner.
well, I think the obvious choice.
Okay, and yeah, that's the only worry. Do you want? I feel like you got gypped because I didn't bring up the daunting task that is yours. Do you agree with me that it's a big task? You're the one who's going to write it. We know that.
Wait, either one? Wait, see, I was thinking if we picked yours, you wrote it.
Well, I agree, but I mean, if we pick yours, you write it. It's a lot of shit. If you don't want it taken out for this, I am perfectly happy to go back to the coin flip.
Let's do the coin flip then.
Okay, coin flip it is. Moobot, a coin, please. I don't really have a coin here.
I have a coin right here.
Now we have, well, okay, and our podcast has only gone on for 24 minutes, so now we need to argue for the next 30 minutes on heads or tails.
Wait, I guess it's over once we decide. This is like a cliffhanger. Are we going to freeze frame as a flip?
Okay, just midair. I don't know how to do that. Okay, no, let's flip and then let's think. What you want, heads or you want tails?
I want heads.
I wanted heads.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I want tails. I'm tails.
All right.
Oh, there's a lot riding on this, Curtis. If this becomes a world famous campaign, this is the moment that one of us lost out on everything thanks to a coin.
True.
Yeah.
Written by Curtis Sherwood with Billy Miller.
Oh, God, we're going for top billing, too. My ego can't take this at all. Oh, it can't. Okay, let's do this, Curtis. Let's do it.
All right, so wait. Are you going to trust me with the results?
No, but it's okay. I'll be forever bitter.
All right, so the top is a sailboat.
Wait, is that heads?
Yeah. It's from
what kind of coin is this?
Yeah, it's from yeah.
You don't have a good old American quarter over there?
Fuck you, man. It's the Olympic coin from the General Mills cereal. USA, bitch.
Where'd you get that? General
cereal.
What kind of General Mills cereal? Let me guess. It's a child's cereal. But your children didn't eat it.
Well, they did not eat it in 1996. I promise you that.
Wait, that's a Dream Team coin?
Well, this is from Atlanta. This is the yachting one.
Oh, that's not. Okay. Why do you have that? Why would you keep that and within arm's reach? What is wrong with you?
I won't show you. I was about to show you something else.
No. Please do.
I'm good now.
Why do you have a 1996? Why did they make a yachting coin and why did you keep it? Did we win that big?
I don't. They did like 8 coins for a bunch of different events.
And yachting made it, and you kept it.
I've got them all. Okay. Literally, yachting is was the top one of my stack here.
Well, okay. What else is in the stack? Because we're not flipping on yachting.
Okay. Well, hang on. I got 3 yachting.
How many complete sets do you have?
We got volleyball.
Okay, that's the leader.
Gymnastics.
Oh.
cycling,
No.
Rowing.
No. What?
And that's all for. And then 98, we got the winter.
98 was the dream team, wasn't it?
I don't know because
No, that was like 90.
game.
Was that 96 or? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I think gymnastics wins.
90? No, 92, right?
92. I think you're right.
All right. So, and then we had the Winter Olympic coins, but let's fuck this.
No one gives a shit about Winter Olympics. Okay, so gymnastics coin that you've kept and cluttered up your wife's beautiful house with these stupid coins since 1996.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
Better than the real answer.
No, wait. Let's go. Don't tell me you got them later than 1996.
I had to complete my collection.
You sought them out. What is wrong with you? Why doesn't she leave you?
Ask myself that every morning.
What the hell? Oh, God.
Listen, how long can you go with just yachting?
He had 3 yachting coins and it was eating away at you since 1996 for 20 years. You thought, Jesus.
Oh my God, that has been 20 years. You're God. And now I have them all, Miller. My life's complete. I don't need anything else.
You're the worst. I can't wait to pull this out of the stream and show it to the others. Oh, God.
You know what? It's yachting. Hope you're happy.
My punishment. Okay.
I'm going to mail you your own set.
Curtis, I'm going to find just one of sets and mail them to you so that you have to complete them.
Have you heard of the Spartan race?
Didn't we do a Spartan race?
We did a Warrior Dash.
Oh, but same principle, right?
Well, if a Warrior Dash is the 5K and a Spartan race is the marathon, then yes, same principle.
Spartan race has the cables hanging at the end that shock your ass, right?
No, that's Tough Mudder.
Oh, okay.
Spartan is, hey, here's a bucket. I want you to fill it full of rocks, run it 4 miles, and bring it back and dump it out.
What?
Yeah, it's insane. You have to carry stuff. You have to climb ropes. If you can't do any single event, you have to do 30 burpees right then and there, or you're disqualified.
Wow.
So it sounds really tough as shit. But the guy at work did one this past weekend, and then he was telling me that that they have a trifecta medal. I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "Well, there's 3 different distances, and each medal is the shape of a triangle.
Oh.
And if you do all 3, they make one bigger medal." And I was like, "Oh my God, Dan, I want to do it just for that."
That's a Triforce medal. He is wrong. Curtis, what if you become a beast to get these 3 things? That will be the culmination of your insanity.
Right. I really wanted it when he said that. I was like, "Oh my God, it sounds so awesome."
That does sound awesome.
3 medals that make a bigger medal. Man.
Okay, let's flip this stupid coin you've had since 1996 and then spent hard-earned cash to buy the rest of these worthless pieces of shit out of a General Mills cereal box.
All right. Heads is Cursed Sires.
Uh-huh.
Tails is
Economicon.
All right.
Wait, what is Tails? You haven't told us yet. I am on the edge of my seat.
The Olympic symbol.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. All right. It's Tails.
God, it's like God himself reached down and just said, "Billy, I like your idea best." Did you feel it, Curtis? It's actually God punishing you for buying that set of coins.
2 out of 3.
No, not 2 out of 3.
Well,
I know God doesn't really love me. There's no 2 out of 3.
All right, you've gotten your adventure.
Oh man, I want to go on more about these coins, but we're not gonna. So
They're really nice, man. They're aluminum.
Curtis. Okay, we are gonna go on more about them. Obviously, they were in cereal boxes in 1996. What possessed your ass to finish this?
I like coins, and I had the one, and it just bugged me that I'd never even seen. That was the other part was the rarity. You make fun and you think like, oh, you just go get them. It took me years to hunt them all down.
Are they worth their weight in aluminum, Curtis?
Probably since aluminum is so fucking light.
It'd be worse if you were like, no, I paid a lot for these.
No, I did not pay a lot for them.
Where did you search these down? Wait, I'm guessing it's like a Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Like one hits the bottom of the ocean and you just knew it and you sailed to it.
It's more like every few years I just keep checking eBay.
For years.
Yeah, it took me years to get them all.
This is so insane.
It. Listen, I know you don't want to hear about this.
Well, go on.
References about them.
Wait, who does?
Like it took me you going online and just searching for like Olympic coin because there's so much Olympic memorabilia. It was actually really hard to find out how many coins there were or to find anything about them. Like it took a long time just to track it down.
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, so
I've never collected anything in my life.
yeah, so I had to fucking research what the fuck they like. It doesn't tell you. What does it say? It just says General Mills product sponsor. So that's all I had to go off was General Mills coins, and I just kept searching, and eventually I found like a Google image, and I don't forget how I got down that rabbit hole, but it took me a long time to get them all.
Wow.
I don't even have all the Winter Olympics yet. I held myself back.
Oh, but now you have to, you know?
'Cause I only got those because one of the guys from one no one ever had just one. A couple had I ordered a couple singles, but one guy had like six, and that's how I ended up with a couple from the Winter Olympics. And so now one day I'm gonna have to finish those.
Man, that guy ruined your life. This will be what consumes you.
This is the disease that I have.
It really is, Curtis. It really is.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this has been amazing learning about this. That was such luck. So what's our plan with Economicon? Now we have to write the damn thing.
All right.
So let's talk about. You're the only one in our group that's ever. Well, I don't say that. That's not true. Of the two of us, because the other guys in the group have actually made very cool campaigns, but of the two of us, you're the only one who's actually written out a successful campaign. So what's your process?
So I guess my process is always I think very like in cinematic terms. Like what is the beginning? What is the like almost like what's like three acts, right? Like
Beginning, middle, and end. I'm with you.
yeah, and I think probably most of the time I start with the ending. Like I know where I want them to be. You got to start with the beginning because you always know like where your players are and how you're going to hook them into the story, and then you know where you want it to end, and how like what the grand, you always want the ending to be memorable in some way.
Right.
Like the best one I've ever done, and I had so much fun, is when we were bringing that one girl back to life, and like Eli's over here trying to cast a spell, and I gave him a spell card that he had to do. He had to do all these different checks to do different phases of the spell, and you guys were, and like I think two of you guys were fighting off guards, and another one was trying to buff him. And that's probably my favorite one I've done. And I've always been trying to do that, is where you all have to do. It's just, fighting the boss at the end, and like the mechanics of the boss fighting in 4E is just shitty, right? It's just like everything is just a goddamn bucket of hit points.
Right.
Including the players.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so funny. Every time we look at it, we none of us ever play healer, but it never seems to be an issue.
Right. Yeah, Aaron was our healer, and I think he quit on us.
Yeah. Well, he
15
worked
years ago.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so the beginning and the end is kind of where I think of, and then the middle is where it comes into
Everyone fucking your game up.
well, it turns into like a tree, right? It's
Yeah.
like, and and even with that, like I've tried like Excel, like Microsoft Excel, like sheets, and like tried to like you start off with like a list of places, and you try to think, all right, here's the order they might go to, but then you think, well, if they come up with another place that would obviously be in a town, you don't want to just, you know, shoot it down. So
Right. It's fair. Uh, the most memorable I've had with you, you seemed angry, and you cut Sean's arm off. Um,
was that one or was that different one?
I don't know if that was the same one. Was that the same one?
That might have been the same one. That was a good one. I really like that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, I like that one, and I like the one where y'all end up on the boat.
Oh, at the end, yeah, that was a good ending.
God, that was, and y'all. I remember y'all like set that cart on fire and ran it down, and then we had that huge fight, yeah, a huge ending battle on the ship. That was really good one too.
Yeah, I felt like that one worked out well.
Yeah, and the best part about that one was you guys had completed everything I'd written down in about the third hour of play.
Of a 15-hour game.
So like the ship and everything, that was all done in the moment of what you guys wanted to do, and like just little things I would say, you all picked up and ran with, and so like that one was a lot of fun just because it just kind of the way it worked out.
I wonder what made it work out different. Huh. Okay. Well, our concerns on this one are, we know people start in this town and they're told there's a dragon, and they think they're going to go fight a dragon. That's our trick. But the dragon, he's a real shit dragon. He's half dead, and they find the book. And then at the end, they're walking into the sunset butt naked. And now we have to get them from A to Z. And last time you had some pretty clever stuff, because I was like, I don't know what the fights are. And you're like, well, these guys are rocking all the money in the world. There's going to be fights. People are going to roll up on their ass all the time.
Yeah. I don't worry about. I mean, all right. So let's talk about the dragon. Do you think are they going to be sent? Is someone sending them for the dragon, or is this one of those places that they've heard there's a dragon? What do you think the hook is, or how did they get to this town to fight the dragon? Are they there just to fight the dragon?
I never know how to put people in the town. So they're traveling men looking for trouble. They roll up on this poor ass town. There ain't no money there, right? And the problem is the dragon stole all their money back in the day. And that's pretty standard. You think, well, dragons, well, let's go kill the dragon. How hard could it be, right? We'll go take it. It's going to be a normal dungeon. There's a dragon at the end. We'll bring all these people their gold back. So we hit the dragon's lair, and there is no gold. Not only is there no gold, but the dragon's weird easy to beat. And that's because he used the Economicon to make all his food. Like, the villagers' gold had been consumed long ago. Because I don't know, my dragon eats gold? Does that make sense? That's a thing, right?
Dragons eat gold, yeah.
Okay. So, he stole the villagers' gold way back when, ate it all up, pooped it out, whatever happens to gold after you eat it, but then he found the Economicon, and he's feeding off that, right? He's just dumping coins out and eating them. But we know the problem with the Economicon is eventually it takes back everything it gave you. So all he had eaten is all of a sudden gone, and he's left starved and just emaciated. Every calorie that was made from that gold vanishes from this dragon. So you find him in his last breath, weak as shit, and you just think you rolled up on the book. So later, when the book does the same to you, you'll look back and realize, like, oh, now I know why this dragon was like he was. It got him too. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So like his greed is he can pour a bowl of food whenever he wants, but then it just disappears later.
Right.
So
right.
He's never actually eating anything.
And everything that came from that food, which in his case was calories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think you've just lucked out on a crap ass old dragon, but in reality, it was the book that got him. And then you bring it back and you buy up this town. You make them all rich. Hilarity ensues. Everything disappears. They come after you butt naked, but you're still warriors. You're just butt naked warriors against a village full of angry people.
All right. Well, all right. So back up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you obviously your first battle is this dragon. I mean, varying difficulty, not very high.
Right.
All right. So then you have the book. How do they figure out how the book works? Is it like literally you open it and then like as the pages turn, like coins fall in your lap?
Oh, that's such a good. So maybe you lead your players to ask like, "Oh, what's it worth?" You know, what I don't get it. This book, it's got a language in it I can't understand. I don't even think it's worth anything. But the second they say any word that has to do with value or worth or money or economy, a coin pops out. And you start to realize, like, oh, okay, I want the value of this sword. And the coins pop out for the sword. That sort of thing.
I got you.
But, you catch them with that first mention of any. Oh, maybe we need to go back to town and buy supplies. And all of a sudden the book drops out X amount of coins.
Yeah. Well, so what we as a DM we got to how to lead them into using them.
Well, they'd have to go back and tell the town that the dragon is destroyed, right?
I don't know. That's the hard part, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know if they're just like, oh, we destroyed the dragon. I'm gonna go to the beach. Like, I don't know. I guess you just let your players go to the beach. Like, at some point, we follow logic, don't we?
Well, what I've always found is that you guys aren't adventurous. Like, if you find the book, you're like, okay, I take the book, and you just.
Okay, right. And I imagine that's what they'll say. They'll say, okay, I take the book. I can't read it. Okay, I'm going to put it in my backpack. All right. So do you guys want to go back in town and report to the villagers that their money wasn't there? Okay, I guess we better go back. So, I mean, I think that's a fair lead.
And then you as a DM have to wait for, like you're saying.
And they're going to go back and be like, oh, we couldn't find all your money. And if they say couldn't find all your money, the book goes fucking wild, and all the money that the equivalent of all the money that those Dragon pours out in front of these people and your heroes.
Yeah. Your sack tears open as coins start to pour.
Yeah, or it's like, hey, we didn't find anything, and they don't say any. But before we leave, I know you guys don't have a lot. Can we supply up? We need to buy potions, and then enough money for the potions come out. Like the first mention of money in any way. And it could go all the money they stole from the village, which wouldn't be a horrible amount. It's a small village. You know what I mean?
Right. But it starts the process.
Yeah. So I would lead them back to report that the money wasn't there to get them to say something about money.
I gotcha.
And even if the villager asks, like, where's our money? The answer's got to be, oh, it wasn't there. Ding, 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 ding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I think I would start to clue them in. And even in the cave, they could be like, oh, let's just go back and sell it for what it's worth. And the book drops out, $350. $350. That's my plan.
So I think once they have the money in the town, we need one of our narcissistic player characters to maybe lend them an ear of how to spend. They need someone to tell, like, man, with all that money, you could buy this and that.
You could own this whole town.
Yes.
Let me tell you what we used to do before we all went bankrupt. Before we had to close the mine down because we couldn't repair.
There you go. Oh, why don't you buy the old gold mine?
Or the iron mine, something that it's not money, but it's converted to money later. Because if they're just pulling out more gold, I guess that gold could disappear if it's gold. Bequeathed by gold from the Economicon. You have to kind of decide.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean, even if you purchase a sword someone else made with the money from the Economicon, it will take that sword from you later. And the reason I was getting rid of their clothes is because at some point they're gonna buy a house or something, and I was gonna make everything in the house disappear. But you could just make it, there could be some logic on keeping some things out of there. And there's always consequences. You could give your player a heads up, like, that's your father's sword. Are you really going to put that up just because you bought a nicer one?
Yeah, I was trying to think of...
and, if they abandon their father's sword, maybe we learn that didn't mean as much to you as you thought.
Right.
I mean, in the end, it's whatever greed takes you over is what you're going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you replace that sword that meant a lot to you, you'd be like, oh, well, I think we learned a lesson. You're a terrible person.
Okay.
Maybe at the end of the book, we should put varying degrees of jerkness you can be as a DM.
Well, I guess what I was thinking is we put like we create some opportunities for them to spend,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know if you want to do like I don't know if it's like a point system or I don't. We create some kind of we create a number of opportunities,
Like a greed meter.
and then we could create a scale later for.
Oh, and then at the end, you get to show them their greed meter.
Well, but that I don't want to take away from the point of just using the money. Yeah,
Oh,
like it's simpler than whatever you bought, you'd lose.
so we're rolling up on an hour. Let's think about what do we need to think about before the next episode,
I think we need.
or what do we want to what do we need to think about before the next episode, and what do we want to discuss next episode? Like, is our next episode the open?
I think we talked about the open pretty good here. Like I think enough we can write
Okay.
that part.
Mm-hmm.
I think next time we need to come up with the scenarios for them spending money.
Okay, and I like your greed meter idea. So think about that a little bit as we whatever that scale you're working out in your head there.
Okay.
All right, that sounds like a plan, Sherwood. Wrap this up.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do us for narcissistic player characters. God knows when we'll get on again and do this. But I'm Curtis.
And I'm Billy.
I guess that'll do it for us. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening.